professional or an accountant, and are you ready to scale your practice? In this video, I'm going to share with you how automation is the key to ensuring that scaling is profitable and done without having to hire new staff. Be sure to stay to the end, where I'm going to share a case study of how our enrolled agent client went from 100% paper to unexpectedly increasing her practice capacity by 30% within 6 months of implementing automated workflows without hiring or working more hours. If we haven't had the chance to meet yet, I'm Jamie Gruhl, and after helping over 500 tax and accounting practices implement automation with TaxDome, I can confidently say that automation is the only way to increase your profit and time freedom in your practice. Are you like the thousands of others, and the old way of running your tax practice with paper and manual workflows has left you working long hours and even resenting your clients? Worst of all, it's probably left you feeling like you want to burn it all down. You are not alone in this. So for starters, manual processes require a lot of human effort, and human effort is naturally limited in its capacity. So as those emails and phone calls come pouring in and the piles of documents stack up in your to be completed pile, as a small practice, in this moment, you just feel at a loss. You're probably looking at your current situation with the feeling that there is only one option: hire more staff. Well, I am here today to tell you that this is definitely not the way to go. Right now, every industry is experiencing massive hiring woes, so that option is far from ideal, not to mention the effort that it would take to find and hire and onboard a new team member. But you want more clients and increased revenue, so then what? I want to warn you that just adding more clients is a double-edged sword for scaling. Adding more clients to your existing practice may degrade your client experience even further. And adding more staff to try and mitigate the situation is not going to help you to see more money in your pocket. And not to mention that those new clients, if they're not kept happy, you will have spent a lot of energy for a whole lot of soon-to-be ex-clients. A recent study by PricewaterhouseCoopers found that 1/3 of customers say they will walk away from a brand that they love if only one unpleasant encounter happens. And a more mind-blowing 92% would completely abandon a company after 2 or 3 negative interactions. Now, in my experience, many of our clients have said that the client experience is sadly the first thing that has to go when the work piles up and the team is maxed out. And you can't blame them. Manually sending the same emails again and again and updating your clients on the status of their current job with you is important, but it is not make or break it when it comes to delivering a service. But this quickly expanding millennial generation of business owners, and now the holders of today's growing household incomes, are not nearly as forgiving when there is a poor client experience had. Now, I don't want to be all doom and gloom here, so let's start by exploring how these pain points can be relieved through thoughtfully implementing automation into your practice. Now, there is no denying that computers and online tools have rapidly improved over the last several years. And today I want to talk with you about how implementing these tools can dramatically increase your practice capacity without more staff members and allow you to create a client experience that your clients are craving and give you the ability to have a business that you love again. So let's break this down into 3 items and talk a little deeper. The first one is the making hiring optional. Now, increasing your practice capacity without more staff members comes through automation. It has been found that automation can easily save 2 hours per day per staff person by not having to complete the manual task of transferring information and data across different tools and platforms. This increase in efficiency and accuracy is huge at creating additional capacity. For the small practice, this increase of 25% in hours each week is a game changer. Imagine not feeling the pressure of having to hire right now. Imagine being able to then build a team when you are ready. The second reason that automation is so powerful is it creates an excellent client experience when implemented correctly. And through this thoughtful client experience, you can focus on the client and give them the information and communications that they are craving. Your clients are becoming more tech savvy thanks to the financial and healthcare industries all moving online. And client experiences are now the most critical component that can no longer be ignored. If you want to serve the small businesses and high income earners of this country, you must focus on this. The best part is that you get to start seeing returning clients who are raving about their services with you. This word of mouth advertising is free. And so if you can focus on how to give your clients what they're desiring, then you will start seeing that more of those same clients will start coming knocking on your door because they shared with their friends and family about just how special you are. So what does a thoughtful client experience look like? Well, I want to talk about a few of these components so that you can start thinking about how you could implement them into your practice and make this happen for you. First, timely reminders about upcoming deadlines. How great would it be to send them a quick email that just says, hey, you had a balance due this year, and if you haven't yet paid that off, just be aware there's a deadline coming up. You should be submitting your Q3 taxes due by this date. You can automate this so you don't have to remember. You don't have to assign it to a team member. You can do all of this through automation. What about sending instructions on how to complete the necessary next task at the time when they're supposed to do it? Gone are the days of front loading a client with all of the things they need to do for you and then just assuming they know how to do it. What if we started breaking that down and giving them detailed instructions all along the way that will help them do the tasks that we're asking them to complete? And a biggie for clients is status updates on where their service is at with you. Now, this doesn't mean that you need to tell them about every single little step along the way, but what are those key milestones that will help them stay informed and let them know that there's not anything pending them to complete or that you have what you need, you're just doing the work in the background. Having a black hole of silence is very unnerving to a lot of people. So if we can inform them of where they're at in our individual steps of our process, they will feel so much more supported and informed. Something to keep in mind also is that with the goal of increasing your profits, one of the benefits of a killer client experience is that Bear International found that 86% of buyers are willing to pay more for a great client experience. So what if you leveled up your client experience and then you took the opportunity to raise your prices to be more in line with the amazing experience you're providing? The final thing I want to touch on is that automation will let you take back your life and look forward to working again. Automation can give you the ability to create a business that you love again. Many of our clients have mentioned that they actually are looking forward to tax season now that the burden of all of these manual tasks are gone. Remember back then when you started your business, you did not create this business to be drugged down by endless hours of tasks and manual work that you have found yourself in. You might now be asking, okay, but what does this all look like in reality? I wanted to give you the opportunity to see how automation can transform your practice. So I thought I would share with you a tool that is changing the industry, TaxDome. TaxDome is a workflow automation tool that is transforming practices all across the world. And with its all-in-one solution, it will help you manage your new leads, manage your sales process, and help you with all of your services all the way through to the delivery to your clients. And now it's not just for taxes as the name suggests. Nope, it is fully customizable. You can automate nearly every process or workflow in your practice with this tool. And if you haven't yet looked into this tool, you definitely should check out the video that I link below this video in the description, where our co-founder of Workflows for Tax Pros, Jessica Smith, has shared how she, as an enrolled agent, is using TaxDome in her practice. She goes over her favorite features and tools within the TaxDome system and talks about how it has transformed the way she works in her multiple six-figure practice, where she is working less than 35 hours a week, even during tax season, and with a part-time team of 3. So catch that link below this video in the description and see the power of automation and what it can do for your practice, your team, and most importantly, for your clients. To wrap up this conversation, I thought it would be fun to share a client case study with you and let you know what can happen when you automate. So our client, Karen, is an enrolled agent, and she joined our program, Workflows for Tax Pros, when she was managing around 250 individual tax returns. See, the challenge that Karen was facing is that she had 100% paper clients before finding TaxDome and our program, Workflows for Tax Pros. See, she felt like it was too much paper, there was no ability to track quickly on where clients were at in the process, and she was just out of time in her week. After joining our program, Karen was helped to streamline her client workflows, follow-ups, and managing her new leads. And she was also able to even automate her mid-year services to her clients, increasing her revenue stream. Now, Karen was able to do this, and she suddenly realized that she had increased her capacity 30% without even trying. And this was all without hiring new team members or staff, just through the implementation of TaxDome and using our workflows and templates that made it so easy to implement. Now, Karen shared that our program helped her figure out, one, how to use TaxDome and automate her business, and it also helped her face any of the issues that she came upon while she was using the TaxDome system, because we have a whole team of TaxDome experts there and active in our community, answering questions and helping people move forward. Now, the best part about that active community is that all of the members have the same goal: automation of their tax and accounting practices. So today, Karen is using automation to expand her client base and build her revenue. And she's even made the decision that now is the time for her to start hiring new people. This next chapter of scaling will be done right, leaning onto a solid foundation of automation in her practice. So that's a pretty powerful example, isn't it? Now, if you see yourself in Karen's example as the 100% paper, or even the person who is feeling overwhelmed and unsure of how many clients you can even serve, I hope that you can see yourself in the possibility of what is available to you in having the practice of your dreams. It just takes a vision of what you want, a little bit of growth and learning, and you will find that before long, you too will see more capacity in your practice thanks to automation. So I'm curious, would a 30% increase in your capacity be a game changer for you and your business? I would love for you to comment below this video and let me know what you think. And if you want to keep learning more about automation and how it can transform your practice, I want to highly recommend that you check out this video where I share what automation with TaxDome looks like and what it looks like in practice, so that you can see what's possible for you too. And until next time, keep automating.